Why is it called a rubberneck? The term rubberneck is used to describe someone who turns their head to stare at something, often in a way that causes a distraction or delay, especially when driving. It is most commonly associated with people who slow down to look at accidents or other events on the road. The imagery of the word comes from the notion of someone craning their neck in a flexible, exaggerated way, much like how rubber can stretch and bend. Here's a deeper exploration of why it's called a rubberneck. Origins of the term. 1. Late 19th and early 20th century. The term rubberneck first appeared in American English in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. It was initially used to describe people who were overly curious or nosy, especially tourists who would gawk at their surroundings. Back then, rubbernecking referred to people craning their necks to get a better view, much like tourists on sightseeing tours in cities or rural areas. 2. Rubber as a symbol of flexibility. The word rubber is associated with the flexible, stretchy nature of the material. To rubberneck conjures the image of someone bending and stretching their neck unnaturally to get a better view. The flexibility and elasticity of rubber serve as metaphors for how people's necks seem to elongate or twist unnaturally when they're trying to observe something out of their direct line of sight. 3. Evolving usage in automobile culture. As cars became more common in the early 20th century, rubbernecking took on a new meaning related to driving. Drivers and passengers would often turn their heads to look at accidents, roadwork, or other distractions, sometimes slowing down traffic or causing more accidents in the process. The term was then adapted to describe this specific behavior, as people stretched their necks to catch a glimpse of something unusual on the road. Metaphorical meaning. 1. Curiosity and nosiness. The core metaphor behind rubbernecking relates to human curiosity, specifically the kind of curiosity that goes beyond polite interest and becomes intrusive or unnecessary. People who rubberneck are seen as being overly curious about something, often to the point where they're causing disruption. It's also tied to the idea of voyeurism, as the rubbernecker often stares at something tragic or uncomfortable, like a car accident. 2. Distracted behavior. Over time, the term rubberneck has come to symbolize not just the act of physically turning one's head but also the tendency to become distracted by something at the expense of paying attention to more important tasks, like driving. It suggests a loss of focus due to curiosity, often with negative consequences, such as slowing down traffic or causing additional accidents. 3. Exaggeration in movement. The term also carries a sense of exaggerated or unnatural movement. The idea that someone is rubbernecking implies that they are going to great lengths, perhaps awkward or extreme, to observe something that has caught their attention. This is often done in a way that's socially inappropriate or causes an inconvenience to others, reinforcing the negative connotation of the term. Cultural usage and impact. 1. In the context of driving. Today, rubbernecking is most commonly used to describe the phenomenon of drivers slowing down to look at accidents or other incidents on the side of the road. This behavior not only slows down traffic but can also cause additional accidents as drivers become distracted. The term is often used in road safety campaigns to discourage drivers from taking their eyes off the road. 2. In media and social commentary. Rubbernecking can also be used more broadly to describe people who are overly curious about tragic or sensational events. For example, in the age of social media, people might be accused of rubbernecking when they seek out and stare at videos or images of disasters, crimes, or other unfortunate events, just to satisfy their curiosity. 3. Humor and criticism. The term rubbernecking is often used humorously to poke fun at the nosy or overly curious behavior of individuals, but it can also carry a critical tone, especially when the act of rubbernecking leads to harm or delays. It's often used to highlight the triviality or unnecessary nature of someone's intense interest in something that is, at its core, a distraction. Examples of usage. 1. On the road. The traffic jam wasn't caused by the accident itself, but by drivers rubbernecking to see what had happened. 2. In social situations. Stop rubbernecking and focus on your own business instead of staring at that couple arguing. 3. Media commentary. The public's fascination with celebrity scandals feels a lot like rubbernecking. People just can't look away from the drama. Summary. The term rubberneck is rooted in the physical act of craning one's neck, much like rubber, to see something more clearly, usually out of curiosity or nosiness. It has evolved from its origins in 19th-century tourism to become primarily associated with distracted driving, where people slow down to observe accidents or other incidents on the road. While the term may sometimes be used humorously, it often carries a negative connotation, suggesting intrusive or inappropriate curiosity that leads to distraction or delay. Rubbernecking remains a vivid metaphor for how human curiosity can sometimes get the best of us, even to the detriment of others. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe for Why Is It Called videos.